Hi, Mr. Bishop.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I'm alright. My name is Emily Price. I'll be your speech pathologist.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you doing today?
We're doing pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how's therapy going?
It's tough, but it's going. It's actually doing pretty good. I couldn't ask for a better team.
That's great. That's really great to hear. And how are you doing through all of this?
It's challenging, but as long as she's okay, I'm okay.
That's good to hear. So today we're going to spend about 15 minutes. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about Silvana and then also questions about yourself.
Okay.
That'll leave us with about 30 minutes to do evaluations, and then I'll reserve the last 5 or 10 minutes so you can ask me any questions, and I'll provide you with information that you can take home with you. Okay, sounds good. So I see here that Dr. Spade has referred you, and he's your neurologist, correct?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So do you know who Silvana's primary care physician is?
Dr. Clue.
Dr. Clue, okay. Is he in Tampa?
Yes, he's over at Tampa Bay Regional Medical Center.
Okay. And do you know the date of her last visit?
I'm not sure exactly. It must have been probably a little less than a year ago.
Okay.
Probably last February. Do you need to know exactly? Because I'm sure I can find it in our calendar.
No, that's all right. That'll do. And does Silvana currently take any medications daily?
No medications, just a multivitamin.
Well, that's good.
And she nags me all the time to take it too, so that's it, just a multivitamin.
Okay then. So do you know of any medical history in her family that I should be aware of?
Her mother had skin cancer recently. It was melanoma, but it was caught early enough, so to be removed without an issue. So, and her grandmother, I believe, she had breast cancer.
Okay.
But her family is otherwise healthy, to my knowledge.
Okay, thank you. And has she had any past surgeries?
She broke her hip trying to use the bathroom all by herself.
Oh, wow.
And I know she tore ACL in high school and had to have reconstructive surgery on that. And she also had her tonsils out as a child. Okay. I remember her telling me about all the penguin stuffed animals she got. That's always been her favorite animal.
That's great. I'll definitely be sure to incorporate that into her therapy.
Okay, that'd be great. Thank you.
And do you know if she has any allergies?
No, she gets the sniffles in the springtime, but that's about it. She's never had any type of aversion to a medication or anything like that.
Okay, not to latex either?
No.
Okay, very good. And has she ever smoked or used tobacco?
No, never.
And yourself?
No.
Okay, thank you. And how many alcoholic beverages would you say you have per week?
Well, before, Silvana and I might have 1 or 2 glasses of wine, maybe once or twice with dinner. And then every now and then we'd go out and have martinis. But that was probably once a month. But since we've been in the hospital, I haven't been drinking, and obviously either
Of course. Can you tell me a little bit about your home life? Do you have any dependents that live with you? Or do you live with anybody?
No, it's just Silvana and I and our dog. That's family at the house, but no other human dependents. Sometimes we'll host visitors from Guatemala, though.
Oh, how lovely.
Yes.
And can you tell me a little bit about Silvana's job?
Yes. She's a kindergartner teacher. She's not only is she speaking all day, but she has to keep a high level of energy up as well.
Of course.
So she's always had such positive energy, especially around kids. I really hope that she doesn't lose that. You know, it's brought her so much pleasure to help children.
That's so great. Having a positive attitude can really help someone recover more quickly.
Okay.
So that's really great to hear. Is she required to speak all day then?
Yeah, a lot of the time. They're kindergartners, so she's constantly kind of not yelling at them, but
of course, yeah.
Telling them what they need to do.
Yeah, of course. Children need direction always.
Yes.
Do you know if Silvana has had a history of migraines or headaches?
Every now and then she'll get what she calls a headache, but she complains about the bright lights and nausea. I tell her it's migraines, but she's so stubborn and never wants to admit that she's sick. So I think she just denies that they're migraines, so she doesn't feel any need to slow down.
Yeah.
She never slows down.
Oh, well, yeah, that certainly sounds like they could be classified as a migraine.
Okay.
So now I want to switch and talk about you a little bit. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm ready.
Okay. Which symptoms would you say worry you the most?
It's got to be that she just can't verbalize what she wants to me. We've always had such strong communication between the two of us, so it breaks my heart that she can't tell me what she wants or feels. I just want to know what she's thinking, how she's doing, what she's feeling, what she wants to eat.
Of course.
When she tries to communicate, it just frustrates her. I try to keep my patience and not get frustrated too, but that can get difficult for me. Try to stay calm and on the outside, I think at least, but in the inside I want to cry for.
I'm so sorry. It can be really difficult, but you're doing a great job. I just want you to know, keep up the good work and you'll see improvements for sure.
Thank you.
Would you say that you have a strong support system?
I do, absolutely. My family, her family, my colleagues, and hers, even her students sent her get well cards.
Oh, that is so precious.
That's made her day. It made her day.
I can only imagine.
She's the kind of person who you love from just meeting her. So everyone and their mother has extended their well wishes to us.
That's fantastic. That's so fantastic to hear that not only you have a good support system, but she does too.
Absolutely.
Because it's important for both of you.
Yes.
Have you sought out any sort of counseling or support groups for yourself?
I've got some pamphlets and with recommendations for support groups that the neurologist gave me. I just haven't been to a meeting or anything yet. I've just stayed with her.
Is there a particular reason why?
It's just hard for me to leave her. I feel such guilt every time I do.
Just know that it's not your fault if you leave. It's okay to leave her for a little while. She'll be okay. She has such a strong support system that I'm sure somebody can come and stay with her. She doesn't have to be alone or anything.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I just wouldn't forgive myself if something happened while I was gone.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, but just know that her support system will be there for her too. It doesn't have to all fall on you.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think is her biggest challenge through all of this?
Independence. She's always been a highly independent person, so her reliance on me is difficult for her. She won't admit it, but I can see it in her face. You don't need words for that.
Yeah.
She can't even use the restroom, but you better believe it, she tries. She really has such a positive attitude all the time, and I think it'll carry us through this. I really have faith in her ability to recover. I'm just trying to stay positive myself through all of it.
Of course, and that's really good for her and you as well. Would you be willing to consider possibly having an in-home nurse, even just for an hour or two? No.
I don't care what it takes. I'm going to be the one by her side taking care of her through this whole thing. I want her to have me, not some stranger, regardless of her qualifications. I don't mean that to offend anybody, but, it's an emotional thing. I run my own company, so I'm lucky that I have the option of doing it from home.
Oh, well, that's really great that you have that opportunity to really be there for her. I'm sure she appreciates it beyond words. What are your personal goals for her recovery? What would you like to see her do?
Use the bathroom by herself. I know it bothers her.
Seems like it doesn't stop her anyway.
No, she tries, and she'll end up hurting herself. I also want to see, I also see how it pains her to have so much trouble accessing the words that she knows. They're in there, and she is adamant on recovery, though, and I know she'll make it. But, ultimately, I guess, I'm hopeful that she'll be able to return to work with full restored energy. And I hope we can continue our volunteer trips to Guatemala.
Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to get back to that. And she seems very tenacious. She really seems like she's going to power through treatment and therapy and everything. So hopefully she'll be able to return to full gusto. She seems like a really tenacious one. So
She is.
Do you have any questions for me?
I think we've covered it all.
Okay.
And I can't think of anything right now. If you can give me your number in case I come up with something.
Oh, absolutely. I'll hand that all to you at the end of the session. And if you have any questions throughout the evaluation or any of the testings, please feel free to ask me.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you. appreciate that.
All right. Well, then I guess we can move on to the evaluation.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.